Hey guys, I haven't been on for a while and I thought, you know what, I've got some makeup on today and I do have my glasses on though, but and I just thought, let's do a video and I'll talk about some plants that I have that I've never shown you before properly. Okay, so you might guess that this is a Calathea Majestica Whitestar. I absolutely love this plant. She is special. She is very temperamental. Um, she's very sensitive. You have to, you know, treat her with the respect that she deserves, but she's worth it. I'm going to let you have a look at her in her entirety. She's big. She is a big plant. I did get her at a decent size. I'll see if I can add a photograph of her when I first got her. But she has thrived. She's really fantastic. Let's see if I can get some nice close-ups of there, or sorry, of her there. And she has retained a nice little bit of that blush pink color. She does have dry tips, not gonna lie, but you know what? It doesn't bother me. I don't give her a huge amount of humidity. I don't use a humidifier on her anymore because I just can't be annoyed with that because I got a life. And not that you guys don't have lives, but I just can't be annoyed with the commitment required to constantly fill up the humidifier. Also, I'm in a really big open plan kitchen, living and office area, and I have learned that humidifiers only work really within a small space, like within like 4 or 5 feet. They're, good, but the more you come away from them, the less effective they are, obviously. So in a big massive room like this, it's just not great. It's not great. So I gave up, and she's doing well. Look how beautiful she is. She's so gorgeous. She's one of my favorite. She's one of my favorites. And that's because she's so big. Look at that. Gorgeous. This is my Stramanthe. Let me get her good side. Where's her good side? There. And she's gotten to be a really good size as well. What can I say about her? She grew a flower that I wasn't aware of. I completely missed it. Don't know how that happened. She has some of those marks. I don't know if you can see that because I'm not using filtered water anymore. I mean, all the things I did when I first got these plants is out the window. Humidifier, gone. Filtered water, gone. I mean, if they get watered, we're having a good day. We're having a really good day if I remember to give them fertilizer. This one needs fertilizer, to be honest. She's a really good size. Let's see if this is going to focus on some of the loveliness. Is it focusing? I think it is. Is it? Seems to be focusing on me a wee bit more. The sooner I get my proper camera sorted, the better. How lovely is that pot though? Love the polka dot pot with her. I still like her. There's a lot of plants that I have now that I'm just not feeling it as much, like the Philodendron Birkin. I'm going to show you that as well. Just not feeling it as much. But, she's still good. She's going to need to be potted soon. She's getting big, but because I love the polka dot pot, I mean, this is something else people don't tell you when you start collecting plants, that they don't stay in their pots for very long. And if you get a really beautiful pot, chances are within a year to 18 months, you're going to have to get a different one, which is really annoying. This is currently my fave. How many of you basically have a favourite plant based on the last one you bought? But I have wanted this one for quite a while, and to be honest, I put off getting it because I was constantly told that it needed really high levels of humidity. It's a Calathea, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get the name. Warscewiczii, no, where is it? I've taken the label off. Can't remember. It's a tricky name. But it always said, you know, high levels of humidity, and it's got that velvety leaf that really does require lots of humidity. But I have to be honest, this has been a champ. She has been a champ. She's quite a substantial size. Look at her. She's so gorgeous. She's quite a substantial size. I just love those floppy leaves. I really do. Um, they're just awesome, aren't they? They're so awesome. And the pattern on the leaves is just, that was a snail, Mark. A snail was like, had an adventure with this plant before I bought it. The pattern is just unbelievable, isn't it? But humidity wise, she's loving life. New leaves, lots of new leaves. You can see one there starting as well. And a couple of leaves have suffered in the transition, but loving life. I couldn't be happier with this plant, and I have quite a dry environment in my apartment. I think the reason she's coping so well is because I have her so far away from my window, but because I have so much light in my apartment, she's still getting really good levels of light and warmth. So I don't know, but like, look how gorgeous she is. She's loving life. This is my other Calathea. You can probably tell what one this is, and it's very common. She is suffering with dry tips. This only started within the last couple of months. But I mean, you know, she's a really good size and lots of new growth. Lovely brass pot. I do love a brass pot, especially with these darker leaves. Um, I'm kind of beyond the days of being precious about my plants and avoiding dry tips and all that. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's virtually impossible to do that for a plant not to have, you know, signs of the environment, the, you know, the an environment that is not ideal. Let's be honest, because they, you know, they're not house plants. Um, but she's looking really good, so I'm really happy with her as well. I think that's the only Calatheas I have. Yeah, I'll give you an update on some of my variegated Monstera. Oh, and a new propagation. So this is my new propagation. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell what it is. It's a watermelon peperomia. A slightly crinkled leaf. I'm finding these to be very temperamental. Why is that not focusing? I find these to be very temperamental. It has, the leaf has crumpled over even more. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you know what I'm doing wrong, please let me know, because it took so long to get to this stage, and you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my Philodendron Birkin, and it's substantial. It needs repotted badly. Look at the centre part there, the main stem. There's like aerial roots there and all sorts, and it's putting out new leaves all the time, but it's very unstable. I mean, it's pushing itself out of the pot, out of the soil, really. I need to repot it. I need to propagate it, but I just don't know if I can be annoyed. This is one of the plants that I have lost interest in. I might see if I can sell it. And this is one of my propagations in really murky water. It's actually not looking too bad there. The water is so murky. But if you look here, oh, you can see that really amazing root growth there. It needs to be potted up. I just haven't done it yet. I wonder, should I video that? Would you guys like it if I recorded me potting this up? Let me know in the comments. I have another one that needs potted up as well. this is growing really well. I actually have a very interesting story about this because it actually stalled. It stopped growing for maybe 2 weeks. There was no growth. So I chopped some of the stem off, and I chopped some of there was one aerial root on it, and I chopped some of the aerial root, and literally a few days later, new root growth. So, I don't know. Don't give up. If you experience like nothing happening for a while and there's enough room on the stem, I cut a little bit off the bottom of the stem, and I cut a little bit of the aerial root, and it started to grow. So I think you should try that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this very quick video with like a sporadic display of some of my plants. If you would like to see a plant up close with more, and more chat about it, let me know. There's a few more plants that I haven't included, but I just thought I would do this really quickly today while I had a bit of time and while I had some makeup on. And I hope you enjoyed this. See you later.